Hi everyone, welcome back. I am not sure if you saw the last video for this one, but um, I showed you that I printed this out and then I traced everything and we got on this blue one and this is the color I believe we used, or either this one of these two colors, and it started to dry out and get very streaky. So I stopped and then I just pulled out my um, Maya blue color and I started coloring. And these are comparable, I guess, to Prismacolor. Maybe they have a creamier color to go in, and now some of it has rubbed off on my finger. I did not do any of the smudging, and as you can see, some of it still didn't go on right. That's because the marker was streaky. So what I had intended on doing was highlighting the flowers in a different color, like a darker color, and then coloring the image in a lighter color so the lines would pop out some. But I don't think that that is going to work per se, so we will see. I have not much to talk about. I'm recording this the same day that I did this, but I took like a 2 or 3 hour break in between that and this recording. So my entire family is awake and they're making noise. So I don't know how much we're going to get down. I wanted to make this background so we can have, so we can start off coloring this in a not coloring, making the cards, making some cards with this. So that is the goal. That is the goal. But I do have this little purple. It's called lavender. And I'm finding that when I'm using these colors, I have to sharpen these color pencils a few times. So I want to try to be gentle, and I do want to keep the stroke in one direction per se, like up and down or circular motions, because this one gave me a lot of problems. And even though I chose blue because blue is my favorite color, it is not something that you really want to go back and try and color a lot of because it can be very problematic. So yeah, I don't know how well these will blend or not. All right, so I've chosen to do this one versus, I think I can find a, I mean, it's 120. I should be able to find a color pencil that's a little bit deeper in color than this, but this I think is going to be very nice. It's going to work out for us. The big roommate just walked out the front door. It is hot outside already. Ooh. Actually need to figure out if I want to go outside today, but I have errands I gotta run and I cannot be playing with the heat. I prefer to be on my way back from doing all my errand running, but that did not happen. That did not happen the way I thought it was going to happen this morning at all. I have, my motivation is waning, but I probably have been telling you all I need a pair of shoes for the last what 6 7 year now, 6 7 months to up to a year. I need a pair of shoes. And next week is our tax-free weekend, and I really don't want to be out looking for last minute school items next weekend. I prefer to get all that stuff done this weekend. And yes, tax-free is awesome. I would love that, but where I live, these people are a little bit aggressive. They angry, and I don't feel like dealing with that at all. You know, at all. All right, so these colors, like I said, they are creamy. They sharpen really nice. These color pencils, I should say, they are not crayons, but they do have like a soft core. Not as soft as Prismacolor, and as you all know, I am a novice when it comes to coloring. I do a little bit of here and a little bit of there, but I am no true blue creative for coloring. I just enjoy doing it. It makes me smile. And whenever I am coloring and I don't find a joy in it, I tend to stop and I work on why it's not working for me, per se. And it's usually the medium that I'm using, my technique is, it's usually between myself feeling a certain kind of way and the medium that I'm using that I'm feeling like weird about. We're going to be able to get 4 cards out of this paper, just so you know. Now, what kind of card are we going to make? I don't really know. I have an idea of the card I want to make, but I really don't know what kind of card I want to make. And I was sitting here today thinking, I didn't open my big old mouth and saying I'm going to try to make 365 cards in a year. Now, that may be easy for some people, but 365 cards is a lot of cards to make, especially for myself because I don't make cards in bulk anymore. Also, I don't really have any place to get the cards to. So, um, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting situation. I did see some watercolor paper that I wanted to get from the store, and I was like, no. But then I was cleaning up a little bit, and guess what I came across? My watercolor pencils, and I was like, oh, I should have got the paper. But then I was like, you already have paper, watercolor paper. So we're gonna be experiment with a lot of things. And so I'm just trying to color over right here. You can see like that little streaky white area. See right here. I just want to cover that some. And that's why I really wanted to use the markers, but I feel like maybe I was putting too much pressure, like stressing the marker out, if that's a thing, if that makes sense to you, because it's streaked on this one. And I was like, I don't want it to be streaky. I want it to look like I actually care about my creativity, which I definitely do. And I think some people use like baby oil and Gamasol and all kinds of things to make their artwork pop. I haven't got to that part. I did buy Gamasol a long, long, long time ago. It starts to evaporate. Who knew? Who knew? Something happened to it. Maybe somebody in the house bumped the bottle or something because it started evaporating. I was like, I don't think should be a thing like this, but it's definitely a thing. But then I was like, I don't even understand how do I do it. Do I dip it first? Do I dip my pencil first? Like, what would that process even look like? And I just didn't know um, well enough. This is lilac. Let's see, because I think lilac may work beautifully in here. Look at that. And then it blends well. So yeah, nice. I am pressing down rather hard. I don't think I was influenced to buy these color pencils. I don't think I was just looking for some color pencils to use, and got them. But I don't think I need any more color pencils for a while because I do have the Crayola color pencils, and with the back to school going on right now, I may grab some more of the Crayolas to color just with my son because I do want to do that on the weekend. So like Saturday morning, I want to try to have art, like us just do some art. And coloring images is definitely art because I want to have us step back from electronics so much, and then just kind of focus on self. And with self, when you're focusing on yourself, sometimes you have to, learn things about yourself that you may not have liked, wanted to like, learn about yourself, and things like that. So a little bit of self-discovery, and with school, this being a new school year and everything, I am concerned because third grade was rough for me, more mentally rough. And then he had a few issues too. So I'm just, apprehensive about that as well. But in general, it's going to be a great time. I've already harassed Wonder and Dreamer 555 a few times. Um, did y'all know she was nice? Did you know that? Like, she's so nice. And she's gentle. I love that. I love that about people. I'm not saying that other people that I know aren't gentle, but have you ever had, so I'm not calling anybody out, but because I don't want anyone to feel a certain kind of way. But have you ever had someone that you reach out to and when they respond, you're like, you're right. It just feels like a weight has been lifted off. That has happened a few times with a few people that I've reached out to. And just them responding sometimes makes things be okay for me, which is very weird in itself. Very weird in itself. So, yeah. Look, see, this is what I was going for. This is not what I was going for. But it's here. We're here. It's okay. And I turned it over so I could reach it better than trying to color at the edge of my desk. I don't even know if this is a good coloring technique or not. Just, I feel like I'm coloring so hard. My thumb that I injured in February is starting to ache. So I bent this thing all the way back, like all the way back, right? And so the pain sometime, so crazy. Sometimes the pain just shoots down my wrist or whatever. Um, I think when I go see my doctor for my annual checkup, I'm just gonna ask them to do some X-rays, whatever, just to see if it's like damaged. I'm left-handed, so I need my hand. I need it. I cannot be having bodily harm to myself. I hit it on a box and it hit back. That was January. So whenever I start to color hard or whatever, I feel the pain later on, which is so weird. I'm not coloring all the way to the edge only because, well, slice that right on off. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for my son's 10th birthday. I'm sure he's gonna tell me something, but I don't know about it. I have two ideas of what I want to do. One seems super cool, but I think the ship might have sailed for that one, whereas the other one is pretty much anyone could do it all the time. But we'll see. We'll see. Right here, we just need to adjust this one a little bit. Yeah, yeah. I guess if I color up and down or to the right, like right to left, or left to right, and then I can come back over the pattern with a different shading. I could get all of the areas that I feel like I might have missed. So that was a good thing, I think. So right now I'm going like super small little circles that look like I'm just going up and down, but I'm really making little circles up and down. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, now we need a pink. There's not a lot of pinks in this color palette, which is interesting. It's more uh, green and blues and oranges. Like you can see the colors come through, and you don't see a lot of pinkies, which is good because a lot of times we get a lot of pinks in different color situations. But this one will work for us on this, and this is called fuchsia. Fuchsia may be a little bit too bold for this pink. Because I feel like, isn't fuchsia purple and pink kind of meshed together? And for these, I'm going to color them something outside of the, something not even yellow. The more and more I think about it, 365 cards is a lot. But when you're a card maker, it should be nothing, right? Some people can make cards in their sleep. So any card I make will be a part of that. What's one of your favorite movies that you rewatch often? I don't really have a favorite movie that I rewatch often. Like if it's a movie on TV that I've seen and I like it, I'll rewatch it. But I don't have a rewatch favorite movie. I really don't have a favorite movie. I'm much more into comedies because comic stand up, I should say, because I like that. But I was sitting here thinking about Shawshank Redemption. It's like one of my favorite movies of like all time. Shawshank Redemption, Murder in the First Degree with Kevin Bacon. All right, so I have went ahead and finished this one. Just gonna color in some white a little bit. Remember, this is gonna be our card front basically. Okay, so we're gonna probably color over and cover it up some. Now I really want to use an orange, and this is papaya. So we're gonna use papaya right here. Papaya looks like a cream color to me. And that's okay. This is quite cheaty also, just so y'all know. We're going to take one big old sheet and we're going to have 4 cards, hopefully, out of this. This color was too papaya-y. And the good part about this is that none of the cards are going to be the same background because we're using different areas to create the background. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense to you. This one went on very crayon textury. I think I might be just coloring a little bit too hard. So let's try a different yellow. Let's try this yellow. This is called Lemon. And Lemon did not disappoint, so that is great for us. Ooh, I love the lemon. I love, love, love how the lemon looks. So nice. So nice. Alrighty, almost finished. Lots of interruptions today. Lots and lots of interruptions. So this is our completed project. The next one of this will be us cutting it down and actually making a card because I'm getting too many interruptions right now. But I do want to go in behind these spots and color it. And I think green would be appropriate. Let's do this green. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like this would be appropriate. There we go. Now we just do a little touch up. Now I've been told from watching videos that when you put marker down and then do color pencil, you should not go back over the marker with the color pencil. You should not go back over color pencil with marker. So I'm not quite sure if that's a thing that you subscribe to or not. I think though that I am okay with the outcome of this image. We're gonna cut it anyway, so no telling what kind of top portion we're gonna have on this project. So that is something to keep in mind as well. I am a little bit disappointed in this teal blue color marker only because it stressed me out a lot. The marker started, it seemed like it was just drying out, and it was real streaky and loud. It sounded like I was scraping the marker, and I feel like that caused me to have to work hard and put that blue down, and that's a problem. So yeah, it's a problem for me. And I did not want to put a lot of yellow down because of all the other colors. It seemed like none of them ran as much as the yellow ran. So that's why I was trying to use the color pencils as a different coloring medium. And we want to get on our 365, right? We really do. Okay, well, that is that. I could use this for our coloring thing, but I won't. Our collab with Deb and myself for 52 weeks of coloration. I will not, though. You never know, it might be another one in the future. Anyway, I hope that y'all have a great rest of your day. I want to say thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.